Hello, Brigitte Cook here again, and last week I shared about the day that I became a Catholic. So now I'm just talking about the years after that, what that was like, and very briefly. So obviously right after I became Catholic, I was super on fire, I was super excited, I wanted to learn more, learn everything, I wanted to go to like every event, I wanted to be involved with the church. So my RCIA leader actually asked me to help with RCIC, which is Rite of Christian Initiation for Children. So helping children come into the church that weren't raised Catholic. And this was a good learning experience because I got to lead some lessons, and then also, it was teaching me while I was teaching them, right? And I also, in this time as a new Catholic, I started to learn to love adoration. I would love to go and sit and pray like in Jesus's presence in front of the Eucharist. I also learned to love the rosary more. I would pray on my way to work especially. And when I was like stressed about a meeting or stressed about something, I, found a lot of grace and comfort in the rosary. Especially like one morning I took a different route. So I passed a sign that said a dozen red roses for sale. And this was middle of winter in New England, so normally I didn't see a sign for roses like that. So I was like, okay, Mother Mary, thanks for checking on me. And so during this whole time of just growing in my faith, I was finishing up college, and right after college, I was blessed to get a job, like right away. And I was helping people insulate their homes in Massachusetts. And I kid you not, 9 times out of 10, I ended up in a Catholic home. And I got to like connect with them and share, like that's not a coincidence, that's so God. And then also, I know this is kind of a lot of things condensed over the few years in a short video, but then also my Catholic wedding happened with my husband, and we got to have a wedding mass also. Never imagined I'd be having a Catholic wedding, right? I didn't grow up Catholic. And the thing I remember most about that day was when we were holding hands and the priest put his stole on our hands, and he said, "What God has put together, let no man put asunder." And I felt so much grace, and just, it was so powerful in that moment. I was like, wow, this is real. We just had like a sacramental marriage and we're husband and wife. And because we actually did our wedding cheaper, we tried to save as much money as we could. We were able to go to Italy too. So obviously as Catholics, this was really exciting to like go into all the beautiful churches and learn more about our faith. We got to do the Sposi Novelli, which is where you get your wedding blessed by the Pope. We had to wear full wedding attire and got to sit like in a special spot in front of St. Peter's. So everything about Italy was wonderful, going as a Catholic especially, and of course the food was really good too. And so then we got back from all of that, like all these highs in our life. And it was the end of 2019, and I feel like, I just felt I was a little lost. Like we're kind of flailing around. We'd switched parishes a few times, and don't get me wrong, on the way we met like amazing young adult Catholics. I got to go to the March for Life for the first time. So there were still things we were doing to grow, but at some point I just felt, I got kind of lost. I wasn't as excited to learn anymore like I had been before. And if you know me, like I'm such a nerd and I love to learn about the Catholic Church. Like I recently had a friend say like, what are your hobbies? What do you like to do? I'm like, learn about the church. And she's like, okay, what else? I'm like, nope, learn about the church. So I'm a big nerd. So I wasn't reading as much, I wasn't praying as much, and I was learning how to become a wife, right? Like this was also new, and I didn't have that many Catholic friends my age that were married, so I was having trouble relating to people too. And I just felt, I was like, where do we belong right now? Like I don't know that I like really thought that at the time, but something in the back of my mind was like, where is the community we're supposed to be? Like what church fits us? Like what community fits us? Like I don't know, just we felt a little lost, right? And I just want to say, like, I know most of my videos have like all butterflies and sunshine, and I'm still joyful right now, but we always have tough times in our faith, right? Like we're gonna have highs and lows, we're gonna have ups and downs. And this time at the end of 2019, beginning of 2020, I was off. I wasn't my true Catholic self, and this was a low point in my faith. I'm a little embarrassed to say, as a new Catholic even, like I was kind of lost and flailing around, I guess is the best way to put it. So just know we're always gonna have hard times, so you know, lean into God or figure out like what is the issue, right? So I am next time going to share more about where we ended up, how we found more of a community, found where we were meant to be, and that brings us more to actual literal current times. And I just wanted to say, like, if anyone ever like has questions, please reach out. I hope that you're all having a blessed Palm Sunday with your family. And I am not going to be sharing next week because it's Easter, so I hope that you go to Mass and spend time again with your family, but I will share probably my last video on my story the following week. But as always, thank you so much for your support and for sharing, and really just please, you know, if you relate to this or think it will help others who are lost, struggling, anything, please share, please reach out, please let me know, and God bless you. Have the rest of your, I hope the rest of your Sunday is good.